Content is one of the most important things you should be focusing on right now if you're looking to launch a mentorship right now or later down in the future. A lot of people like to make it real complicated by making systems, automations, VSLs, etc. But without content, you will have no use of those things because you're going to have no leads in your CRM. So in this video, I'll actually be going over a content structure that will allow you to first off, foremost, structure your content and be able to sell info and be able to sell multi six figures every single month of your product just through this content strategy. And later down this video, I'll actually be showing you guys real world examples of actual channels running this exact same structure that I'm about to show you right now. So with that being said, let's get on to it real quick. Okay. So before we get into top funnel content, middle funnel content, bottom funnel content, which is the strategy, I want to talk about the 7-11 hour watch rule. The reason why I want to do this is because this rule shapes everything. This rule shapes why we're posting on YouTube. This rule shapes why we're even doing this exact same strategy here. And basically, what this rule means is that like consumers or people that are watching your videos need to at least consume 7 hour plus of your content in order for them to trust or even looking to buy a $5,000 program from you. So this rule obviously shapes why we're posting on YouTube. And I see lots of people post on Instagram, TikTok, and they're like, yeah, I can probably offer what through this, but you can't. In reality is you literally can't. The reason why is if you just look at any offer doing ML a month, any offer doing really, really good, they're all on YouTube. Look at TJR. He's doing ML a month, and you go look at his content. He probably has at least like maybe 50, 60 hours on his boot camp. One of them probably. And total Gilbert has 100-hour watch time that he's giving to his consumers, and that's why he's doing the amount he's doing right now. And I'm telling you guys, it's straight through long form content. I see lots and lots of people that are just like, yeah, I can probably make a couple, maybe 10K, 20K a month with through Instagram, but just yeah, you can make that amount of money for sure, but it's gonna be inconsistent, and that's capped probably. It's literally capped. You cannot make more than 30, 40K a month just through Instagram, right? If you want to actually hit six figures a month, 60, even if you want to hit like 100K a month, 200K a month with your offer, not even a mil, YouTube is probably the best way. Even if you're started off, or if you want to make at least 10, 20, 30K a month with your first month of starting your offer, just do it through YouTube. It's literally long form content. You're posting 5, 6 videos every single day. We're rotating between top funnel content, middle funnel content, and bottom funnel content. And all that is going to have as much watch time as possible given to your consumers so you're able to sell them. So let's actually teach you guys how to actually structure your content. Okay. So first off foremost, it's going to be top funnel content. Okay. So what is top funnel content? It's basically content that is not related to your business model. So what I mean by that is an example of this would be like a day in a life video, a mindset type of video. Look at this one right here. This is a mindset type of video. Okay. Oops. Mindset. You see how I manifested to make almost a mil a month with dropshipping. Okay. So top funnel content, be creative. Okay. Top funnel content, you can be really creative. Like you can go on trips and film a video like that. But the main purpose of top funnel content is to get exposure, to be able to get that exposure and put towards your middle funnel content and your bottom funnel content. Okay. So what is your middle funnel content and how should you be connecting top funnel content to your middle funnel content and getting all that exposure from top funnel content to your middle funnel content? And you could simply do that by posting value on your middle funnel content and actually talking about your business model on your top funnel content. Okay. So for example, let's say I do a day in a life video or go on a trip and I spend some money and you see I'm around flashy cars, flashy lifestyle, etc. How I can connect that to my middle funnel content, which is going to be consisting of value, is I can just be like, yeah. So if you want to learn more about how I make the amount of money I'm making right now at the age of 19, then go ahead and check this video out right here. And that video, that's a CTA directly to my middle funnel content. And that's where I'll be showing you guys what I do to my business models or how I make my business models. Now, depending on your ICP, your middle funnel content could really change in your ICP. Depending on your ICP, like your top funnel content, CTAs could change and vary between your middle funnel content. Now, let me give you guys an example of that, okay? So let's say you go to this guy right here, okay? So let's say like you go and you look at this video right here, okay? You're brand new to this guy, you probably don't know him. The best idea, because this guy's ICP is people that are already in dropshipping, the best like CTA that he can do right now is to his full on organic dropshipping course. And this is 6 hours, and I just talked to you guys about his 7 to 11 hour watch rule. That's an entire 6 hour what watch time just through consumer, right? And obviously, that video is going to build a ton of trust and show him as an authority, but that will also open doors for his other videos. So, as you watch this video, the 6 hour course, you're probably going to get into and deep into the dropshipping game, and most likely will be at a point where you can probably make some money, right? Let's say you do make money, okay? You're going to probably deal with problems that are super nichey, and that's why this guy provides those types of content, right? So like those 10 pitching matches I made one of my stores doing a 3K last month. The exact Instagram strategy that's made me 1 million. Yeah. So I mean, look at his content, super nichey, and like if you just go through his course, like the 6 hour course, you can come back and watch all these content, and you will still get value from it. And the watch time just keeps on going up and up. So you'll most likely be able to purchase from this creator, right? That's your middle funnel content. Like I said, it varies because your top funnel content could connect to like a 3 hour course where you teach beginners on how to do it, but that's depending on your ICP. But if your ICP, your ideal client profile, are people like that are mainly beginners and kind of like up, then you can just have CTAs that go to any type of middle funnel content. But you guys kind of get the point. It's literally value. Okay. So bottom funnel content. Same thing with top funnel content and middle funnel content. It really varies depending on your ICP. So let's go back to this guy right here because he's a really good example. This guy right here, from 20K a month to 50K a month with organic dropshipping within 45 days. So as you guys can see, this guy that he's in an interview with, by the way, bottom funnel content is student interviews and like testimonials, etc. The guy that he's in an interview with already made 20K a month, right? So depending on what middle funnel content you're coming from, obviously your bottom funnel content could change. So if this is a video where it's super nichey and it's made for people that are say like already in dropshipping game, then you would have a CTA that will lead to this because they're more likely to actually what's the word? They're more likely to kind of like reflect and feel like they're more likely to reflect with this guy because he's been in this position or they're close to his position than like people that are fairly new like this guy. From 5K lifetime rev to like more than like that guy, right? So bonus funnel content is great just because the more you post, not I'm not saying like post in a day, but the more you post the middle funnel, bottom funnel content, the more of your audience can relate to the people that went to your through your mentorship, and the more like it can pre-handle objections and let you actually sell info. Well, yeah, that's the main entire like content structure. I guess in terms of what type of quality you should be posting your videos, it's literally raw, right? Like pause, but it's raw content, raw authentic content where you're explaining, right? Like I'm explaining to you guys right now and giving you guys free value. You're just gonna be explaining to your viewers, right? Well, that's basically how everything works, okay? So everything is connected, obviously, and everything does depend within your depends on your ICP and who you're trying to target. But yeah, that's the main structure. I just showed you guys this guy. He's a really good example. Obviously, you guys can go. I mean, let me search up another. Give you guys another example. Okay, so look, Devin Sneed. This guy's another good example that is using this exact same structure. Lots of people actually use this same exact structure. So look, the future of YouTube is not what you think. Bottom funnel content. Once again, YouTube AI is view bombing all channels. That's a icy. That's literally a super niche content, and that's middle funnel content as well. So you guys can see like this guy is kind of targeting the same thing as that dropshipping guy I just showed you guys earlier, right? So he's posting within niche videos. But look here, he also has. I think he does like a 3 hour course or whatever like view maxing bootcamp, right? Like from this bootcamp, you can literally have people watch that bootcamp, get familiar with the niche, and then watch these super in-depth niche videos, and that will just raise the watch time as much as possible and get people to purchase. But yeah, that's the main video. As you guys can know, everything connects depending on your ICP. It's really important for you guys to have one ICP and just stick with it, and then implement all the things I just taught to you guys. But yeah, Great video, guys. I love explaining this topic to you guys, people just because content is one of the most, basically the foundation of your mentorship. So if you guys want more videos like this, or if you want me to like, I don't know, take care of this whole thing for you and like do everything for you, just let me know on my Instagram. Reach back out. It'll be right here. I'll personally reach back out, see if you're a good fit. But yeah, other than that, man, I'll see you guys.